Hey, it's Adrian, and today I have some Aramid fiber one-piece cases for the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6 from Pitaka. If you haven't heard of Pitaka, they specialize in device protection through the use of high-quality Aramid fiber materials, whether you have a Samsung or iPhone. The Aramid fiber build makes the cases extremely lightweight while still providing protection and without adding too much bulk. You also get MagSafe and wireless charging capability, and you can also buy their optional Easy Grip for easy gripability and to double as a kickstand for horizontal viewing. Since this is a one-piece case, it's mostly suited to users who want a very sleek type of look and hand feel with protection for their camera lens and the back of the phone anytime they put it on a table. So if that sounds like you, let's take a closer look at the cases, and a big thanks to Pitaka for sending these out for review. In the box, it comes with the case and this instruction manual showing you to kind of scan the phone with your NFC reader to register the case. Now, this is the Twill case. This is the sunset case, and there is also a moonrise case that looks really sharp, but I don't have that one right now. There's also a MagEZ Grip for the Twill case and a MagEZ Grip for the sunset case, and you can see the top portion here matches with whichever case you get, and this is magnetically held in place. Let's take a closer look at the cases before I install them. So here we have the Twill case, and as I run my finger along, I can feel a little bit of a texture, but on the sunset case and on the moonrise case, you'll definitely feel more of that woven pattern. We also have the Pitaka logo at the bottom, and then taking a look at where the lens will sit. So we have this metal alloy type of lip, and you can see that extends quite a bit, so you're going to get good protection for your camera lens. And then there's a cutout here for the flash module. And then taking a look on the right side, we have a huge cutout for the button, power button and volume button. And at the top, we have cutouts as well for those ports. And then at the bottom, other cutouts for the USB Type-C charging port as well. And on the inside of the cases, this is where we see they have their amber magnet film, and this allows this to have that magnetic connection for their optional MagEZ grips and for MagSafe and Qi wireless charging. And yeah, these cases only come in at around 18 or 19 grams, so they're extremely lightweight while providing a ton of functionality. We also have two adhesive strips on the left side here, and this is what you're just going to remove that backing to just have it adhere to the rear of your phone. And you don't need to worry, because as I run my finger along here, this is extremely smooth. You don't have to worry about this scratching or damaging the back of your phone body. Here's a close-up look at the texture of the cases. So the Twill case is definitely the smoother of the two, but you can still feel a little bit of texture and you still get good gripability. However, on the sunset case, you could definitely feel that woven type of pattern. And if I just rotate it to the side here, you can kind of make out that woven pattern a little bit better. So yeah, you definitely feel and have a little bit better gripability on the sunset and moonrise cases. And here's just how thin the actual case is. You can see it's only about 1 millimeter thick. Let's go ahead and install the case. So I'll start with the Twill case first. I'll just open the phone up, and I'll start with the camera module side, just like so, and I'll just click it in, and you could hear that satisfying click letting me know it's in place. Now you'll notice I didn't remove the adhesive peel on the adhesive strips just because I have to review the sunset case as well. But that was a very simple and quick install. You can see it's very fitted on here, and if I try to just pull this apart, you can see I have to really use a lot of effort to even get that off. So it's a very secure fit even without using those adhesive peels. Now this is what it looks like in the hand, and it feels very slim, very lightweight. It actually doesn't feel like I really added anything much, because this case is only coming in at around 18 or 19 grams. And in terms of bulk and hand feel, this feels really good in the hand. You know, again, I didn't really add much dimension to the case at all. It still feels very sleek and lightweight, and of course now I have better gripability. Now the Z Fold 6 weighs around 252 grams by itself, but once you add on the case, that brings it up to about 270, 271 grams. So yeah, you're really not adding much, about 19 to 20 grams. And if I go ahead and add in the MagEZ Grip right here, this is going to bring me up to around 300 grams, so about an additional 50 grams or so with the case and the MagEZ Grip. And I'll just pull that out, just kind of show you a side view, just how strong that is. I'm really shaking that. I'll do it from the top here. And again, I have no protection on the front really, except for a screen protector that I pre-applied. But yeah, it's pretty much very solid and secure. You're not going to have any problems with this. And you can of course rotate it so that you can use this as a kickstand while you're viewing content horizontally. So here's a top view, and you can see that the cutouts are aligned, nothing is being impeded. If I look at the side, I still have easy access to fingerprint unlock. Really not an issue at all getting access to these buttons. And then looking at the very bottom, we have the USB Type-C charging port and the cutout there as well. So one thing definitely notice in terms of protection is there's no hinge protection at all, and there's no front cover protection as well. So this is mostly meant for a sleek and slim type of setup, and anytime you put your phone down, you're going to be protecting the back of the phone from any scratches or abrasions. Same with your camera modules, but on the front, it's completely going to be, you know, kind of open unless you want to put in some kind of third-party front cover case, which you can do as well. And here's a very cheap plastic case front cover that I bought on Amazon for probably around $10 or so. And you can see that fits in, and I can still open and close effortlessly with the Pitaka case applied on here. But yeah, the hand feel is really good, and I do have added texture instead of just the clean back. And opening and closing is also a little bit easier now that I have grip or purchase on this right side here when I'm opening and closing. Okay, so I've cleaned the screen a bit. I'm just gonna run my fingers along here, and you can see I've left a lot of streaks because I did apply a little bit of skin lotion. Now if I go ahead and do the same thing on the rear case here, you know, I'm just kind of taking a look, and I'm really not seeing much in the way of streaks. It's quite minimal. So this does a great job of resisting kind of, you know, oily or sweaty fingerprints. And then if I use my nail and I run it across here, you can see, you know, again, it's reducing or resisting those scratches quite a bit. Let's take a look at the rear camera lens protection. You can see if I do a side view, the camera lens don't protrude out. So it's just slightly more raised than the camera lens to have that type of slim and sleek feel. Now I'll just go ahead, take this ruler, place it on there, and just run it up and down. And you can see it's not getting snagged or tugged on the camera lens because they're recessed down enough so that, you know, it's doing its job protecting it. Now personally, I would have liked to see maybe another millimeter on here, but even if I went ahead and just put this down, I can be assured that, you know, the camera lens modules are going to be perfectly safe and fine. And let's do a quick wobble test so you can see if I go ahead and just put the phone down, there's going to be significant wobble since we only have the rear lens protection and there's nothing on the opposing side with kind of a raised up notch or nodule to keep it planted. So something to be mindful of. Now the case fitment on here is very secure. Now you can see right here, this little lip extends just slightly down into the phone bezel here to keep it nice and secure. This is what it looks like from the side. And if we take a look at the bottom, I think you could probably see it at the bottom better. So you can see this piece of material just folds over right here to kind of clip onto the body. And if I just try to grab from the side here and pull it out, it's really not going anywhere. Again, that's also because of the camera lens housing, because this metal alloy ring here is surrounding that. So, you know, it's a very secure fit and fitment on this case, even though I haven't used the supplied adhesive strips. Looking at the optional MagEZ Grip, so these actually weigh more than the case themselves, coming in at around 30 to 31 grams. So you can see the top pattern here matches the case that it's supposed to go with. And if I do a flip side of that, this is what it looks like from the back. And you can just lift up this type of ring or finger loop to have gripability. And you can also rotate your phone horizontally and just rest this on a table for horizontal viewing as a kickstand. These are secured to the case magnetically, so you can see if I put it down here, it doesn't really want to go anywhere, but as soon as I slide it up, it just locks directly into place and provides a firm and secure hold. Of course, you can go ahead and kind of rotate it in whatever orientation you please. And do we still retain wireless charging with the case on? Absolutely. Keep in mind, if you do use the optional MagEZ Grip attachment, you aren't going to have any type of wireless charging capability, but it's very easy to just, you know, slide that out of the way, charge your phone wirelessly, and then just pop it back on whenever you're ready to go. And of course, you still retain MagSafe charging and compatibility. All right, so I'm really loving the look of the Twill case, but let's take a look at the Sunset case. So I'm just gonna pop this off, start at the top here, pry that off. And again, this is gonna be much harder if you actually use those adhesive strips that I showed here. I'm just gonna pop this on the same way. So camera module side first, wait for those satisfying clicks, and it is nicely and quickly installed. And this is what the Sunset case looks like on the phone. So immediately I can feel a little bit more gripability thanks to the aramid fiber woven pattern. However, it doesn't feel any more bulky or any more heavy than when I had the Twill pattern on. It still comes in at around 19 grams for the case, and we still have the same type of unrestricted access to all of the ports and buttons on the case, and we still have the same rear camera protection. The fitment is also just as secure. If I try to go ahead and yank or pull this out, it really isn't going anywhere. And again, I didn't apply the pre-applied adhesive strips. Opening and closing the phone is also very easy, as it was with the Twill case, and the fitment is just as secure and strong on here. You can see if I try to yank it or kind of pry it out, it really isn't going anywhere. Again, thanks to those little rollover notches at the top and at the bottom here, is just a really secure fitment overall. And this is what the MagEZ Grip looks like on the Sunset case. So again, it just snaps into place automatically like with the Twill case, and then you could just rotate this as you see fit, and then go ahead and pop this out to use it as a finger loop, either, you know, kind of vertically or horizontally, whatever you prefer. It just works flawlessly. Keep in mind that if you do buy the MagEZ Grip attachment, it gets rid of the wobbling issue, because when you place the phone flat down, you know, there's a very minimal wobble at all, since this is a flat surface and it extends higher than the camera module. If I want to watch YouTube on the phone, well, I can use this kind of as a kickstand vertically. So you can see it's not going to stand very upright. This is as much as it goes. However, if I just go ahead and make this kind of full screen and then put it on the side, well, it's going to be much more usable this way instead. And you can have the ring either this way, or you can rotate it down and have it that way as well, so it's a little bit more upright. And if we go ahead and open up the inner screen and we're watching a video, well, you can still use the ring to keep it kind of propped up. So I'll go ahead and make this full screen here, and I can have it that way so you can still see. Resisting oily fingerprints. So again, front screen, lots of oil there. And if I do it on the back of the Sunset case, you know, you really can't see much, especially because of the pattern. If I run my fingernails, again, you really cannot see much. So if you're really worried about kind of oily fingerprints, the Sunset case is going to do a better job of resisting and hiding it than on the Twill case. So let me know what you think of these Pitaka aramid fiber cases for the Z Fold 6. I'm really impressed because this is extremely lightweight. It doesn't really add any type of bulk. You can see just how thin that is, and it provides a lot of protection against scratches and abrasions. Of course, you will have to be mindful that if you were to drop your phone on any of the corners on the cover screen or on the inside, you aren't going to be protected. So this is really for someone who wants a really sleek setup and you don't have a history of dropping your phone. You just want protection anytime you place it down on a flat surface. And if the wobbling bothers you, like I showed, you know, just get the MagEZ Grip attachment. This is really handy, you know, kind of for extra grip as a finger loop, and it reduces that issue of having it wobble once you set it down flat. So if you're interested in picking up the Pitaka aramid fiber cases for the Z Fold 6, I'm going to leave some links down below for you to check it out or to learn more. And definitely check out that moonrise color. Unfortunately, I couldn't show it in this review, but I think it would look pretty sharp on the phone. The Twill is also a really good color. I think I would go moonrise, Twill, and then the sunset cover personally, but let me know what you think. Now, if you're someone who knows you will be dropping your phone and you want, you know, maximum type of protection where you're gonna have to add a little bit more bulk, well, stay tuned because I will be reviewing some upcoming cases that have front and rear protection for those of you who know you are going to be dropping your phone. And if you found this video helpful, please consider checking out some of my other case reviews for the Z Fold 6. And don't forget to check out my channel in general. I review a bunch of different tech products, so I'm sure you'll find something you like. And if I can ask a huge favor, would you consider liking and subscribing to my channel? It truly does help me out a lot, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one soon.